Welcome to today's Culture Builders, the heroic perspective, assuming positive intent. So one of the most challenging aspects of leadership, it's recognizing the stories we tell ourselves. Often as leaders, we fall into one of two traps. We see ourselves as the hero, selflessly trying to help everyone, or we see ourselves as the victim, unappreciated and misunderstood. Now, a more productive approach lies in how we interpret the actions of others. Do we immediately assume the worst, or do we give them the benefit of the doubt and assume positive intent? As Dr. Becky Kennedy, a parenting psychologist, wisely notes, all of us are good inside. And so one of the most powerful activities I do with my coaching clients for shifting their perspective is called the heroic perspective. And this involves consciously choosing to believe that everyone is the hero of their own story. And once we accept this truth, we can begin to explore the potential heroic motivations behind someone's behavior, even when that behavior is unacceptable and problematic. Now, when you're struggling with an individual and are creating some unhelpful stories, I suggest you try these 3 steps. Step 1, identify one heroic perspective. Write it out as if you were the person. Like begin with, I'm trying to, first person. Step 2, explore another heroic perspective. Even if it feels difficult, I want you to try it again. What's another possible heroic motivation they might have? If you're struggling to shift your perspective, I want you to try physically moving to a different seat in the room. Just this simple change of physically moving can sometimes help us to see things differently. Step 3, push for a third perspective. Like if possible, try to identify a third heroic perspective. And even if you can't come up with 3, the thing is the attempt itself is valuable. Here's a real world example. So Coach Ramirez and Sofia. Coach Ramirez, he was at his wit's end with Sofia. She was incredibly skilled, but her behavior was incredibly disruptive. You probably haven't had a player like this. So this girl, she constantly interrupted practice with sarcastic comments, rolls her eyes at drills she felt were beneath her, and she kind of seemed to delight in undermining the team morale from the coach's perspective. She had even started influencing other players and created a clique that kind of was complaining about the coach and the team strategies. Well, this coach, he knew he needed to address the situation, but he wasn't sure how to handle Sofia's attitude without making things worse. So Coach Ramirez's exercise looked like this, right? As he moved through the heroic perspectives of Sofia, his first heroic perspective was, I'm trying to elevate the game. I'm tired of the same old drills, the same predictable plays. I see the potential for so much more. But Coach Ramirez is stuck in his ways. I'm trying to push the team beyond its limits. I'm trying to show them what's possible. I'm trying to bring a new spark, a new level of thinking. It's not my fault if people can't keep up. Then when I challenged him again, his second heroic perspective of Sofia's was this. I'm trying to prove myself. Everyone talks about my talent, but they don't see how hard I work. I'm trying to earn respect, trying to show everyone that I'm not just a gifted athlete, but a serious competitor. And I'm tired of being underestimated. I'm trying to make my mark, trying to stand out from the crowd. Maybe I go about it in the wrong way sometimes, but I'm driven to be the best. That one didn't really resonate with Coach Ramirez, but he went with it, so I was proud of him for that. His third heroic perspective was this. I'm trying to create a better environment. This team is boring. The practices are dull. The games are predictable. I'm trying to inject some energy, some excitement. I'm trying to make things more interesting, more fun. Maybe my jokes and comments rub people the wrong way, but I'm just trying to lighten the mood, trying to make this a more enjoyable experience for everyone. So those were 3 perspectives of Sofia's that coach took. And the takeaway is this. Even when dealing with seemingly difficult individuals like Sofia, exploring their heroic perspectives was illuminating. Like Coach Ramirez, after that moment, he realized that Sofia's disruptive behavior might have stemmed from a desire to improve the team. It might have been about her proving her own worth, or simply her desire to make things more engaging. While these perspectives don't excuse her actions, They offered valuable insights. And now Coach Ramirez was able to approach the situation with more openness and curiosity. Instead of simply punishing Sofia, he explored ways to help her channel her drive and ambition in a more constructive direction. And he challenged her to use her skills and insights to improve the team positively. And it was offering her leadership opportunities and a platform for her ideas, while also setting very clear boundaries for acceptable and unacceptable behavior. Just by understanding Sofia's potential heroic motivations, Coach Ramirez was better equipped to guiding her to become a more positive leader and influence on the team.